Now at 7, thieves targeting families who are already suffering from tragedy. How police say the suspects used the news to find their victims.
And Portland Public Schools has plans to close one alternative high school due to budget cuts. Some parents are not too happy. We'll tell you what they have to say coming up.
It's just all so cushy, so nice. Just a dream. Feels like a dream. So nice.
Skiers and snowboarders rejoicing after getting some much needed snow on the mountain. Rod Hill will join us in just a bit with more on the weather impact alert with a winter weather advisory for the Coast Range and Cascades as more snow is on its way. KGW News at Sunrise starts right now.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us live at 7 o'clock. I'm China Green.
And I'm Matthew Herchick. Happy Monday, everyone. Chris McGinnis will have a check of your traffic in just a moment. But first, Rod, I thought I escaped Ohio just in time to avoid the snow, Rod.
We've got some winter coming this week, and we haven't had a lot of it, as you know, winter that is, right? Here's what's going on right now. Nothing unusual at this hour. We do have snow, and I just checked. It's closer to a 2,000-foot snow level up over the Cascades right now. This is where most of the moisture is on the east side. But you see the movement here. This is a cold front coming in from the northwest, so we will see rain picking up during the morning hours out in Washington, the Yamhill counties, and eventually into downtown Portland as well. So we know Welch is at about 1,500 feet. Notice how the snow is kind of closing in on that. There's Sandy, so I would say that's at least snowing at 2,000 feet in the Cascades. Passes are showing snow cover, so FYI on that. All right, temperatures here in the valley, no issues. 37 in Happy Valley and Battleground. I think those are the lowest numbers. Well, no, there's Silverton now at 34, but most of us are closer to 40. There's Salem right now at 42. So if you are on the west side, you're dry right now, but we do have rainy areas on the east side and rain that will be picking up. So by lunchtime, we've got kind of even rain across the area, 44 degrees, showers at 5 o'clock, 42. It is true that we could have scattered dustings of snow in the valley at lowest elevations overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. We'll talk more about that coming up. For now, here's Chris.
We will be on snow patrol tomorrow morning. All right, for now, we do have snow up high where we expect it. This is Highway 26 near Highway 35 on Mount Hood. Just be aware over the next several days that there could even be some snow in the Oregon Coast Range. This is US 26 at 1,400 feet near the Sunset Rest area. And just a little refresher here, all of the Oregon coastal highways get up in elevation. Highway 26, the highest at 1,640 feet. Oregon Highway 6 gets up over 1,600 feet. So those are areas that are for sure to have snow later today, tonight, and over the next couple of days. Down low, today is a holiday, and as expected, freeway volumes are a little bit lighter than usual. Right now you're driving from Hillsborough, 13 minutes from Brookwood Parkway to downtown. Matthew?
Chris, thank you. Developing this morning, Portland police are asking for help finding the person they say damaged a downtown restaurant. Surveillance video from earlier this month shows the suspect inside Hana Sushi on Southwest 6th Avenue. That happened around 6 a.m. Police say the suspect stole from the business and damaged things before leaving. They believe he's about 5'9" and 30 to 40 years old. If you have any information about him, reach out to Portland Police.
We are learning more about a burglary investigation in Lake Oswego that led to the arrest of 3 people and the recovery of dozens of stolen guns. The Lake Oswego Police Department says it started after 2 separate break-ins late last year targeting the home of a person who had recently died, as well as another home that caught fire. Officers learned that the suspects, Nicholas Welter, Miranda Rice, and Michael Kelso, would target homes and families covered in the news after suffering some kind of tragedy.
It was just a very troubling case for us, because these people were really preying upon people who were just very vulnerable.
And following the arrests and search warrants on multiple locations, police recovered more than 30 guns, plus stolen artwork and military service medals.
A van belonging to a Canadian fishing tackle vendor has been found after it was stolen from a hotel parking lot near the Portland Expo Center. The owner of West Coast Fishing Tackle says that they were showcasing their gear at the Pacific Northwest Sportsman Show. When the van was found, everything inside was gone, including about $20,000 worth of product, and the van had been stripped for parts. They say they were able to fix the van enough to drive it back home to Canada. So far, no one's been arrested in connection to the theft. And parents are speaking out against a Portland Public Schools proposal to close an alternative high school that's been open for more than almost 60 years.
The Metropolitan Learning Center is an alternative school with just over 40 high school students. Sunrise reporter Thomas Schultz joins us live from MLC. So Thomas, what do parents say about this?
Yeah, guys, I spoke to a man whose daughter's a sophomore at MLC, and he says he's pessimistic that the closure of this alternative high school will have a big impact on Portland Public Schools' budget. MLC is an alternative K-12 school in the district. It has 41 high school students this year. The school allows high schoolers to have internships, which is connected to their education. In a letter to parents, Portland Public Schools says the decision to close the high school is due to under-enrollment and funding limitations. Portland Public is facing $50 million in budget cuts and is proposing cutting nearly 300 jobs. It's also looking into closing schools and pooling those resources. Still, parent Eric Strandhagen isn't convinced this closure will make much of a difference.
Show us the numbers. I don't understand how ending this high school program, it seems like a drop in the bucket to their actual budget problems.
While the high school program is ending, the K-8 program at MLC will remain intact. Strandhagen says if his daughter's high school program had to close, the decision should have happened sooner. He says with the timeline being expedited as it is, some lottery programs for other alternative schools have already closed, making it much more challenging to figure out where she'll go next year. Matthew, China.
Thomas, thank you. Your time now is 7:06. Several ski resorts were celebrating this weekend after getting some much needed snow. Timberline Lodge posted a video on social media declaring that winter is back.
This comes after a delayed opening this season with limited terrain that's slowly expanded throughout the weeks.
KGW's Jake Holter went up to Mount Hood Meadows to talk to people taking advantage of the snowfall.
So excited. I'm going to be here all the weekdays.
Mount Hood Meadows busy on Sunday after the mountain got some substantial snowfall overnight.
It covers up the rocks. It makes it easier to ski and way better for your skis not to be skiing over rocks all day.
Liam Octor skis competitively and says races this season have been few and far between.
Just because there's so many leagues, there's not enough space on the mountain because of the lack of snow. All my races have been canceled and rescheduled, so it's nice to finally get some snow on the mountain.
This past week was New Jersey native CJ Ramos's first time in Oregon, and he says at least he's able to end the trip on a high note.
Unfortunately, the timing wasn't great, but at least we got something before we head out of here. I have to leave, unfortunately, so at least we got some good inches and a couple of nice runs out there today.
Mother Nature does her own thing. You know, obviously we always put our guests and our team safety first, but yeah, we just roll with it. Our team works super hard to get everything open when we can.
Some relief in this year's snow drought, a welcome sight for the resorts.
We had a later start, and January was pretty dry, but that's like the new normal now, I would say. But yeah, now that it's February, we're very excited for more snow coming up.
Liam Linick has been snowboarding for 13 years and describes the conditions for us.
It was so icy and crusty last week. Now it's all nice. A lot of the runs are groomed. Vista jumps are perfect. It's all real nice and powdery up here. It's just all so cushy, so nice. It's just a dream. Feels like a dream. So nice. Send anything and not get hurt too.
Oh, it's been nice to see the weather get better.
And the mountain is supposed to keep collecting snow through the week. Jake Holter, KGW News.
The time now is 7:08. We are taking a live look at our Timberline Lodge sky cam. Snow coming, I do believe it's coming down there a little bit. We're going to get your forecast with Rod. Check of the winter weather advisory we got going on right now for the Cascades and the Coast Range.
Yeah, so, and the Coast Range. So, you know, the winter weather advisory for the Cascades, you're like, okay. But Coast Range, that should catch your attention because that means you're going to need to check conditions traveling between the coast and the valley as well. So we've got sticking snow near to below 1,000 feet really much of this week through Thursday. At those elevations close to 1,000 feet in the Coast Range and the Cascades, 6 to 12 inches could come down. You get up to Cascade Passes, we're looking at 12 to 24 inches. And Chris has been checking some of the observations, Chris McGinnis, and it does appear we have sticking snow all the way down to about 2,000 feet as you drive from Portland up Highway 26 up toward Mount Hood right now, where they picked up over the weekend 4, 6, 8 inches of snow at the resorts and obviously more collecting right now. There is a cold front coming in from the northwest, so this dry area on the west side of the valley, that's going to be seeing increasing rain in the coming hours, and it's that cold front that will drop snow levels even further and further and we get down easily below 1,000 feet tonight. All right, here's the Salem sky camera where they've had some rain this morning, still raining, 42 degrees. Portland, though, has been in one of those dry bubbles, but that will change as rain picks up this morning. We are at 40 degrees. Statewide, notice how uniform the temperatures are today, generally low to mid 40s. All areas looking at some active precipitation at times. And here's our 7-day forecast. So for today, just kind of a cool on again, off again rainy day, about 45 degrees on this President's Day. Tomorrow we have a KGW weather impact alert because as lowering snow levels take hold today into tonight, there could actually be scattered dustings of snow here in the valley, maybe even Portland, overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. So we'll be checking on that. And we have this ongoing threat of a wintry mix, especially at night and early mornings, all the way into Thursday with this cooler weather pattern taking hold. Here's Chris.
Rod, saw some snow plows going by Highway 26 over near Frog Lake. In fact, right on cue. There they go. They've turned around and headed back the other direction. I did get a report of a disabled vehicle up there it's just a little bit ago. But in any event, there it is. The snow is coming for sure. And anyone traveling over the coastal passes or the Cascade passes needs to be prepared for that this week. Down low, Interstate 84 out near 82nd Avenue. It's actually looking just fine there. Highway 26 looks good as well coming over the Sylvan Hill. A reminder for folks in Skamania County, SR 14 down to one alternating lane near the Cape Horn Road trailhead as they do some guardrail repair there. So anyone traveling, that's about 5,000 or so cars and trucks a day go through that stretch of SR 14. Expect some delays between 8 and 4. Matthew, China.
Chris, thank you. Last full week of Olympic competition for the 2026 Winter Olympic Games.
Team USA added a few more medals to its overall count, including another gold medal from speed skater Jordan Stolz. Anne-Marie Tiernan joins us live from Milan. So Anne-Marie, Stolz now has 2 Olympic gold medals in the 2026 Games. Is that right?
Yeah, he's 2 for 2, and he could leave here with 4 because he's got 2 more competitions. He is a young skater from Wisconsin. He's 21 years old that came into this competition holding the world records for the 3 events that he has now set Olympic records for the first 2 events, getting a gold on Saturday on Valentine's Day in the 500 meters. So that was the latest gold, setting an Olympic record, and now he's got a little bit of a break. He doesn't compete now until Thursday, the 1500 meter, and then on Saturday he competes in the mass start. So potentially he could get 2 more medals. He could potentially get 2 more golds. He really has dominated in his time here, and there is no question about it that at this point in time he is the fastest man on skates.
Anne-Marie, we've talked a lot about the quad god during these Olympics. He had a 5-point lead, which is massive in figure skating. What was everyone's reaction to his performance after he fell on the ice twice?
I think it was shock. I think it's interesting because Brian Boitano, when we talked to him in advance of the competition, he said, I look for something different than what everyone else is looking for. When the athlete takes to the ice, I look at their face. And it was very telling because if you looked at Ilya Malinin's face, he was worried, he was tense, he was not calm. He did not enter that competition with a sense of peace, and he certainly imploded. Afterwards, he said, I blew it. We didn't hear from him, and then today he went on social media and he said that vile online hatred attacks the mind. So, you know, there was a lot of talk about the fact that he's the quad god. I mean, calling yourself a god is a pretty strong thing to do. It's cocky, it's confident. He's been able to back it up. On Friday night, he was not able to. And now today in this post on Instagram that he posted about 5 hours ago, revealing that it was a mental struggle for him to deal with the pressure. He's going to be competing in an exhibition, kind of a performance, an ice show, if you will, here on Saturday night. The reality is he doesn't get a chance to get another individual Olympic gold for 4 more years. So he's going to go on compete in the circuit, but that Olympic gold for him in the individual event remains elusive for now.
Oh, that's really unfortunate. All right, Anne-Marie Tiernan reporting from Milan. Thank you.
Over the next 3 years, this $3 million grant is going to support the replacement of 86 roofs in the community.
A generous grant coupled with the good work of a local nonprofit is making sure people who are struggling financially have a safe roof over their heads. We have the latest story in our local Lift series coming up in 2 minutes.
I'm Matthew Herchick, new morning anchor at KGW. I'm a huge sports fan, and I know I might be from the Buckeye State, but I'm excited to explore what the Rose City has to offer. I want to make sure you're prepared for the day, whether it's bringing you breaking news or sharing those inspirational stories that make you smile. We've got you covered. Because when news moves fast, you need a team that moves with you. Make the move to Portland's #1 streaming newscast, Sunrise, weekday mornings from 5 to 9, anywhere you watch.
We have now issued a weather impact alert.
We could expect conditions in some parts of our area to change drastically pretty soon, right?
And very quickly, yeah.
This is significant rainfall coming our way.
You'll definitely want to be extra cautious.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
We've got the potential for some tree limbs or even trees or power lines to come down.
Of course, when you hear thunder, it's always best to take cover.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on KGW+.
Local Lift is a series here at KGW that highlights nonprofits making a difference in our community. Rebuilding Together helps low-income homeowners across Portland with critical repairs that they can't afford.
In Northeast Portland, a leaky roof is being replaced thanks to a generous donation from Rivermark Community Credit Union. Devin Haskins has the story.
The sounds of a nail gun break the silence of a quiet street in Northeast Portland. A roof that had been covered over multiple times and was now leaking is finally getting replaced.
Often we will encounter homes that have had recurring leaks for years that the homeowners haven't been able to afford to repair.
The work today helping others who otherwise can't afford it.
80% of our homeowners are living on very small fixed incomes, such as Social Security. And so when you think about someone perhaps living on less than $2,000 a month, they're spending that on food, mortgage, insurance, utilities, and medical expenses. There's nothing left for home repairs.
Rebuilding Together Pacific Northwest, a nonprofit serving the 3 metro counties, is focused on one thing: keeping people safely in their homes.
Our repairs focus on critical repairs, specifically safety and health-related repairs.
They do roof repairs, but also HVAC, minor electrical and plumbing, as well as home accessibility repairs. The work this day supported through a $3 million grant from Rivermark Community Credit Union.
Over the next 3 years, this $3 million grant is going to support the replacement of 86 roofs in the community and multiple HVAC systems.
Rivermark's help has been enormous. Without them, this literally would not be happening.
And now they can add 3 more because Peak Performance Roofing says it will donate 3 free roofs over the next 3 quarters. And when the work is done, families won't have to worry when it rains.
Rebuilding Together has a really long track record of being able to provide these direct, life-changing repairs that are needed for stable communities.
For many homeowners, the change isn't just physical.
We oftentimes hear from the homeowners that it is life-changing.
And after all the work is done, it'll keep these homeowners in the community they call home. In Portland, Devin Haskins, KGW News.
It's 7:19. Let's get over to Rob for another update on this winter weather. Advisory.
Winter weather advisory. It'd be easier if it's just called a snow advisory.
Right.
I guess that's too simple. We're talking about snow in the mountains. This is the reason for the advisory. This is Cascades and Coast Range. So here's Timberline, where they picked up 8 inches of snow going back through the weekend, and they're still collecting it. 29 is the temperature with snow falling. Chris McGinnis verifying that we've got snow down to about 2,000 feet as you travel up into the Cascades on this Monday morning. Here's the projection for the weekend. Hopefully these numbers are too low. This shows a pass level to 5,000 feet, about 14, 15 inches of snow between now and Thursday. Friday looks dry. So it's possible those numbers are too low. So we're going to get some snow pretty much every single day moving forward. We do have a KGW impact alert for the valley. This is for the potential of scattered snow showers tonight into your Tuesday morning, dumping some dustings of snow. So we'll be watching that. We hope you'll get up and turn on the TV or the streaming channel that you're watching us on right now and on KGW Plus and get updated. Here we are currently. You can see the snow in the Cascades. It's interesting because we have this fetch of moisture coming up from the south, and it's mainly once you get north of Salem, it's on the east side of I-5. The west side has been dry, but there is a front that's going to be marching inland. So we'll see rain picking up during the morning hours coming into Washington, Yamhill counties, eventually into downtown Portland. Here we are at 9 o'clock. Here we are at 1. Notice we're picking up some snow on the Coast Range. And then we're going to play this into overnight. These are snow showers at low elevations passing. Here's tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. If this were exactly correct, we would have snow in Lake Oswego, snow in Oregon City, snow showers passing. Maybe enough to produce a dusting of snow, maybe not. Temperatures will be low to mid 30s in the morning. So we're going to be watching for that. At least the possibilities there that we could have slick roads. Here's the Chehalem Tasting Room camera out in Sherwood, showing off the cloudy skies, dry at this location. 40 degrees is the number right now. Kelso's 36, Astoria's 33. We have freezing temperatures on both the west and east slopes of the Coast Range at about 1,000 feet right now. So a reminder that snow is a possibility over those Coast Range passes today as well. For the valley, low to mid 40s. Notice the overnight lows tonight. Same thing up in southwest Washington, right down around 32 with those scattered snow showers expected. That could stick in some scattered locations. 45 today, the impact alert for that chance of a dusting of snow tomorrow morning. We have ongoing threats of a wintry mix at times, especially night and morning hours. Wednesday into Thursday, I have Friday dry, and right now the weekend looks wet. And here is Chris McGinnis.
The skiers and boarders are happy about this, right? This is a live look not far from Mount Hood Meadows Drive, and it is a winter wonderland up there at about 4,600 feet. But note this, door number 2 here takes us to the rhododendron area. This is at 1,600 feet. So yeah, Rod just went, whoa, yes, it is snowing good up there. Snowing well, snowing moderately, and so be on the lookout for the roads probably to get a little slick as you get east of Mount Hood Village. All right, down low where the rest of us are. Again, today is a holiday, so a lot of folks, certainly school kids off today. That certainly changes the traffic pattern, and the drive times right now are easy to get around on this Monday morning. Matthew?
Chris, thank you. Well, still to come on Sunrise, federal employees with TSA and FEMA now working without pay after another partial government shutdown went into effect. Coming up, the latest in the deal to end that shutdown when Sunrise continues right after this.
Hi, I'm Christine Panawanich. I'm a journalist at KGW, and I love exploring Portland's amazing food scene. New spot? I'm there. So I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. What happens here affects us all, and that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it doesn't sit still, it moves. It moves you to act, to vote, to volunteer, to speak up, or to lend a hand. It moves your mind by challenging assumptions and offering new perspectives. It moves you forward by giving you the information to make decisions and thrive where you live. And yes, it moves your heart through the good stuff that stays with you wherever you are. And at KGW, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Portland.
Well, this morning, federal government workers are on the job without pay after funding for the Department of Homeland Security ended late Friday. That includes those in the TSA, Coast Guard, and Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Democrats are pushing for reforms and more oversight of ICE before signing off on more federal funding. More funding after federal agents shot and killed 2 people in Minneapolis last month. The Trump administration says those policies are already in place.
The State Department is planning to create a new bureau to handle disaster response and humanitarian aid. It comes months after the Trump administration shut down U.S. aid and moved some of its duties to the State Department. Questions remain about staffing, funding, and when the new office will open. Next at 7:30, this guy found himself a long way from home after volunteers rescued him from the middle of town in Cannon Beach. Their advice on what to do if you see lost wildlife coming up in our next half hour.
And with the Olympics in full swing, experts are concerned and warn about the rise of sports betting. We'll tell you what they have to say coming up next.
KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus.
I'm Trina Green, a morning anchor at KGW and new dog mom to this sweet guy. Meet Barry. I love getting your mornings off to a great start, whether it's sharing stories of resilience and triumph in our community, or following breaking news from Beaverton to Gresham and everywhere in between. We've got you covered, because when news moves fast, you need a team that moves with you. Make the move to KGW Sunrise, weekday mornings from 5 to 9, anywhere you watch.
But despite missing the entire season with a torn Achilles, Damian Lillard was back on the court this weekend. That was on Saturday night for the NBA All-Star Weekend three-point contest. Dame won the final round after making 21 of his 27 shots. This is the third time he's won the three-point contest in the last 4 years.
Now, we've had the privilege of watching Dame for years and years. You'll get it when he gets back this fall. But there actually needs to be a 4-point line for Damian Lillard because he's the master of the half-court shot and the three-quarter court shot.
Huge Damian Lillard fan. I love watching him play. I don't understand why he was participating when he hasn't played a game all season.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Feels like it should be a weekend for those who are having good seasons.
I wanted to participate.
But
they didn't even get back to me. They really didn't.
You'd have to.
Here's a look at our radar out there this morning. All right, we've got snow in the mountains. And again, observations showing we've got snow all the way down to about 2,000 feet. And these have been pretty good snow rates, so passes are snow covered. FYI on that going up into the Cascades. Notice it's dry on the west side, but that will be changing this morning. There's a cold front that's going to be coming down from the northwest. That will bring increasing rain, and that is the one that will take snow levels down even further. In fact, we do have a KGW impact alert for the morning hours of your Tuesday, tomorrow morning, for the potential of light snow showers in the area that could produce some scattered light dusting. So we'll be watching that tomorrow morning. Today, it's just rain, a little bit cooler than it has been. We're 40 right now, raining mostly on the east side. Rain likely across the area at noon, 44 degrees, and showers and 42 at 5 o'clock. Here's Chris.
Rod, there's the snow up in the mountains just east of, well, actually pretty close to Mount Hood Meadows, right? This is up at about 4,500 feet. But note this is near rhododendron down to about 1,600 feet. And we're starting to see some slush on the side of the road. So snow levels are lowering. For the rest of us down low, no problems out there right now. The freeway drive is zipping right along. Highway 26 coming in from Hillsborough. You'll get into downtown in about 13 minutes. We've got holiday late traffic out there, if you will. 9 minutes get you southbound on I-5 from Main Street to the Fremont Bridge. Guys?
Chris, thank you. Portland police are asking for more information from the public as they investigate a shooting at a park that happened around 9:45 Saturday morning when police were called to Northgate Park on North Geneva Avenue. That's where they found a man shot. He was taken to the hospital and is expected to survive. Detectives are asking people to reach out if they know anything about the suspect or suspects.
The Washington County Sheriff's Office is asking for help finding a hit-and-run suspect. The incident happened around 6:30 Friday night at the intersection of Southwest 178th and TV Highway. Police say a man was hit and seriously hurt by this truck. They say the driver did not stop. Investigators believe the driver could be a woman with blonde hair. If you have any information, reach out to the Washington County Sheriff's Office.
A Tigard homeowner is wondering what to do next after a speeding pickup truck launched through the air and crashed into the side of their house. We told you Friday morning when police say the truck veered off Shoals Ferry Road, hit a mound dirt meant for landscaping, then flew 100 feet through the air, cleared a 3-foot retaining wall, and landed inside the house. All of this happened just before 3 a.m. Friday morning.
I'm just waking up. I can't process like what I'm seeing. I get down the stairs and I realize my whole front of my house is completely just gone.
The homeowner, his wife, and their 3 young kids were just above the part of the house the truck hit. Luckily, they were not hurt. Both the truck's driver and passenger suffered minor injuries. Officers arrested the driver, 33-year-old Jacob Hankins. He's been charged with reckless driving and reckless endangering.
Some people in Portland are joining a national effort to stop fentanyl overdose deaths. Over the weekend, they gathered along Beaverton-Hillsdale Highway to bring attention to this billboard, the Portland's first ever fentanyl awareness sign. It shows people in our community and others across the nation who have died due to fentanyl. That includes someone close to the local organizer.
My godson, Brendan Bennett, passed away just recently in November. So as an advocate for the family, we want to get the word out, and I'm here trying to spread the word to stop killing our families.
Volunteers at the rally also had Narcan available to give out and work to educate people on how to keep loved ones safe. Your time now is 7:34. Take a look at this little guy who wound up lost along the Oregon coast. The sea lion pup was released back into the ocean after it was spotted in the middle of town in Cannon Beach. Volunteers with the Haystack Rock Awareness Program spotted it in town and called the Seaside Aquarium. The crew safely captured the pup on Hemlock Street and released it back into the ocean. A reminder, do not interfere with wildlife. Contact authorities instead.
Good news in this situation, the sea lion pup was old enough, was healthy, once was released, went right back out into the ocean. The public was great, everyone stayed back, and just always remember when you see something like that happen, like you said, this is not your chance to try to go viral. This is a chance to support an animal.
If you find wildlife that needs help, you can also call the police non-emergency line.
The Medal Count is brought to you on KGW by On Point Community Credit Union.
Well, here's a look at your medal count. Taking a look, the United States drifting a little bit. They're in 3rd place now, tied with Japan. Norway is leading the way with 27 medals, and Italy, the hosts, they are in 2nd place with 22 medals. So some work to do for the U.S.
And we are a week into the Winter Olympics, and as athletes are busy vying for medals, some viewers are busy too because sports betting is in full force.
That's right. Sunrise reporter Thomas Schultz joins us live in Northwest Portland. Thomas, you spoke to experts. Sports betting is all the rage right now.
Yeah, it's all the rage. Look, Oregon legalized it 7 years ago, back in 2019, and as we all know, it has boomed not only here in Oregon, but of course nationally as well. Though some experts are now saying all of this betting could have a really bad impact on how people view the Olympic Games. Across the United States and internationally, millions of eyes are glued to their TVs with the Olympics in full swing, cheering on their nations, and for some, closely watching their betting apps.
You know, if anything's been proven, it's cricket, table tennis, darts. It doesn't matter. If you can bet on it, people are interested in it.
John Canzano is a sports commentator. He's watched sports betting boom recently and says it could keep more eyes on the games.
This gambling thing is going to drive viewership.
In Oregon, DraftKings allows bettors to bet on everything from Olympic hockey games to figure skating to curling, and there's big money involved. In January, Oregonians bet $82 million on sports, according to the Oregon Lottery. They lost more than $11 million.
My biggest takeaway is that nobody wins.
Canzano expects to see even more bets during the Olympics, and some say it could take away from the spirit of the Winter Games.
That reduces the games to very specific, almost like financial instruments.
Tanner Cook is an associate professor at PSU. He says betting could lead to more stress during the Olympics.
The viewer, the fan, has shifted from that of a fan to someone that's almost working, if you will, to kind of make money from it.
Leading both Canzano and Cook to warn about the risks of going for gold.
And if you have an addictive personality and that thing is in your hand, that is a tough position to be in.
Can somebody just enjoy it to enjoy it, or is that all lost?
And in Oregon, it just takes a few minutes to download the app, set up an account, and link your bank account as well, making it really easy, for better or for worse, for anybody to bet on these Olympic Games. Matthew, China.
Thomas, thank you.
Once I have something carved, then I can go into 3D CAD and 3D printing and making it real in that sense.
Graduate students with the University of Oregon's Sports Product Design program are hoping to create the Olympic apparel of the future.
Their goal is to keep athletes safer and performing at even higher levels. Now, we were able to take a look at some of the products that students are working on. They use an array of tools like sewing machines, even 3D printers to make prototypes that are then tested by athletes to see how functional they are in the real world. The prototypes are then refined over and over again to meet the requirements of those competing at the highest levels. Austin Molina showed us a prototype for speed skaters he created. It's asymmetrical, and its design is meant to support skaters' posture as they race around the track.
Take this prototype, I'll have an athlete put it on, have them test it, do some skating.
The students we spoke with are scheduled to graduate in June and hope to land jobs at sports apparel companies serving world-class athletes.
Your time now is 7:39. Weather impact alert here at KGW, or snow impact alert. Is that what we're calling it?
Oh, I like that. Snow impact alert. Let's
There
go
you
with that
go.
one. Snow impact alert. All right, it's coming down pretty good. By the way, up in the mountains, you can see the white on the radar. That's the snow. Down to about 2,000 feet, we have sticky snow. Chris has even been seeing snow down as low as 1,600 feet on some of the cameras traveling up Highway 26 to Mount Hood. Notice that the moisture this morning is primarily Salem and then out on the east side. Very little here on the west side, but there is a front coming in from the northwest that will deliver air straight down out of the Gulf of Alaska, and this is when snow levels will really start to plummet, what we talked about happening last week. So I do want to show you Futurecast. Now this is overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. All of this blue snow showers, including passing through the Willamette Valley. Here we are at 5 a.m. There's a snow shower in the Portland Metro. Snow showers that have passed through Salem. Here we are at 8 o'clock. Still some valley scattered snow showers. Would it be enough to produce some scattered dustings of snow? Maybe, maybe not. Would it be enough, or would it be cold enough that when the snow showers do pass, that it would be 30, 31, and 32, and that would actually stick a little bit? we're going to be right there. So just FYI, dustings are a possibility tomorrow morning. Let's get you back to your President's Day Monday. Here's Chinook Winds Casino Resort camera in Lincoln City. 41 degrees is the temperature. 37 Forest Grove and Happy Valley, 40 up in Vancouver. This is just a typical but kind of chilly day with rain picking up coming in from the west side during the day, and we'll stay in the 40s. There's Salem at 42. Cooper is our pet of the day at kgw.com. Send us that email address and we'll feature your pet on our show. All right, statewide today, we have temperatures generally low to mid 40s from the coast to Baker City. Everybody has some precipitation at times in their forecast, and snow levels will get lower and lower. Again, that snow level going below 1,000 feet as we get rolling into this evening across the entire area. I think the snow levels in the Cascades are a little bit lower than expected right now because the precip has been so solid and ongoing. That's actually this time of the morning kind of driven the snow level down. 45 today. There's the impact alert for that chance of dustings of snow tomorrow morning in the Portland area. And we have an ongoing threat of a wintry mix at times of precip through Thursday. So this is that cooler weather, Chris, that we talked a lot about last week, coming this week. And of course, now it's this week. Back to you.
We'll be on snow patrol all week. It sounds fun. All right, and speaking of snow, there's a live look at Government Camp on Highway 26. You can bet the mountain's going to be a busy place here in terms of winter recreation. All right, down low, well, a little lower, Highway 26 over the Oregon Coast Range. This is up near 1,400 feet, 32 degrees there. That's one of the areas where we could encounter snow later today, tonight, and over the next couple of days. It's just a reminder, Oregon coastal passes get anywhere from 650 feet all the way up to 1,600 feet. So traveling over to and from the Oregon coast here over the next couple of days could be a little slick from time to time. Down low, we're doing just fine. No major freeway trouble out there just yet. Heads up a little bit later on, about a half an hour from now. WashDOT's going to be doing some road work out in Skamania County on SR 14. We'll be down to one alternating lane, so expect some delays here near Cape Horn Road. That'll be from 8 until 4 o'clock for guardrail repair. Matthew, China, back to you.
Chris, thank you.
I was watching the news on Friday and I saw this, and I love to eat food. My daughter and I always go out and try different things. So when this came, we were like, we got to be there.
I wasn't hungry already, now I am. Coming up, some Southern style barbecue right here in Portland. How two award-winning cooks are coming together for a limited time experience. Sunrise continues right after this.
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news live from the scene.
That snowpack is still heavy.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus.
Well, a nationally recognized pitmaster is bringing barbecue to Portland, and he's teaming up with one of the city's most celebrated chefs.
Corey Johnson has more on the residency that's being called a family affair.
We moved from Houston, so we're from the South, and we've been missing some of that Southern food, so excited to try it here.
Brianne Clark was one of a few dozen people lined up early outside Con in Southeast Portland Saturday to try some barbecue. A specialty for pitmaster Brian Furman. Furman and award-winning chef Gregory Gourdet are teaming up for a residency that runs through April. It features Southern-style plates including brisket, pork spare ribs, chicken, pulled pork, and classic Southern sides, adding a new flair to the Portland food scene.
A lot of Texas theme barbecue, basically just copied it. Brings a different taste where we have like the Carolinas with the mustard sauce and then the Georgia red sauce, the spicy vinegars like Low Country.
And it's not only about the food, it's the building of barbecue with the help of family.
All the love that he's putting into these meats, you know, like the briskets, it's like 14 hours, the chickens, 4 hours, 2 hours for the ribs. His mom is cooking all the sides. His son is helping him on the grill.
And the dedication is drawing attention.
I was watching the news on Friday and I saw this, and I love to eat food. My daughter and I always go out and try different things. So when this came, we were like, we got to be there.
Really, really delicious food, and it just excites the palate so much.
Pitmaster Brian Furman barbecues open Friday through Sunday with dine-in and takeout options available.
Well, we are getting a live look at our Timberline Lodge sky cam. You can see it a little bit there, but the snow's covering the camera there, Rod.
Yeah, coming down. They had, 4, 6, 8 at the different resorts up around Mount Hood over the weekend. And the snow this morning has been really steady. And I would say they're at least going to pick up over 6 inches again today. So,
that's what we're used to.
Yeah, that's good news. Here is that same camera. I'll just put the temperature on it for you, 29 degrees. There's not much wind today anywhere, and that's going to be the pattern the next couple of days. Not much wind in the mountains, not much wind at the coast, not much wind out through the gorge. Wind direction generally is going to be southwest to west. This is a snow projection from today through the day Thursday. I've got Friday actually being dry right now. And I think these numbers could be too low. This shows about 14 inches at Pass. If it's 14 inches at Government Camp or at 5,000 feet, then it would be maybe 22 feet, 20 inches to 2 feet of snow, I should say, up at Timberline. And notice this does pick up snow over the Coast Range, which is good news. We do have a impact alert up for the winter weather advisory for the Coast Range and the Cascades. In effect now all the way through Thursday, sticking snow near to below 1,000 feet much of the time moving forward. If you count today over the next 4 days, 1,000 to 2,000 foot elevation is 6 to 12 inches. That impacts Highway 6, Highway 26 over the Coast Range. Cascade passes 12 to 24 inches of snow, especially when you get up above 5,000 feet, the 2 foot mark. And then we're watching this impact alert for Portland and the Willamette Valley in southwest Washington, mainly for the chance of a dusting of snow in scattered locations tomorrow morning as the air gets colder and snow levels continue to drop. Temperatures tomorrow morning anywhere from about 30 to 35 degrees, we think. Will there be enough passing snow shower activity to actually produce some scattered dustings of snow? Maybe, maybe not. It's awfully tough to pinpoint scattered precip, but it makes sense that we're certainly going to see snow in the air at times tomorrow morning. Radar right now really favors the east side. Pretty dry out west. This is, by the way, coming up from the south. There's a low off of California. This is coming in from the west-northwest, and that is with the cold front that will plummet snow levels down further and further as we go through the next 24 hours. Futurecast 9 o'clock this morning. Rain picking up. There we are at noon. Rain showers going into this evening. Here's the overnight and the blue, the scattered snow showers moving through the valley into your Tuesday morning. So we'll see if we come up with something or not. I mentioned not much wind out in the gorge. Here's the Oregon Veterans Home camera out in the Dalles. It is also above freezing along the Columbia and just rain for you folks today, 41. Right now, your temperature will be fairly steady throughout the day. In fact, nobody's temperature is going to do much today. 40 in Portland right now, 42 in Salem, 43 over in Bend. We showed temperatures in the low to mid 40s this afternoon. Notice the potential freezing temperatures tonight with snow showers moving through. Same thing for southwest Washington. Here's the 7-day forecast. 45 today, just rain picking up. Then we've got the early snow showers, and then otherwise, tomorrow afternoon and Wednesday is interesting because there's cold air aloft. It's going to be a scattered pattern, but we could have, even in the middle of the afternoon, you could have a snow shower all of a sudden pop due to the heavy convection drawing cold air down out of the clouds. So we're certainly going to see a changing world this week, Chris.
Going to be on snowflake patrol here Speaking of which, there it is, snowing up at Highway 26, Government Camp. Good to see that. Down low, we've been relatively trouble-free this morning. Got one spot here up on SR 500 in Vancouver. We're watching a fender bender reported westbound near, or just west, I should say, of I-205. We still have all green on the traffic map, though. Obviously, today is a holiday, so a lot of folks changing their plans or may very well be off today, and that's why the drive times are pretty light. The trip out of Clark County, a speed limit clip or better over the interstate and the Glen Jackson Bridge. Elsewhere, there's a live look at the Sylvan Hill, Highway 26 zipping right along there as well. Guys, no freeway trouble out there just yet. Back to you.
Thank you, Chris. All right, parents with babies at home, listen up. Initiative Foods is recalling one lot of its Tippy Toes apple, pear, banana, fruit puree over elevated levels of toxin produced by mold that can grow on fruit. The FDA says that long-term exposure could cause health problems, including nerve damage and a weakened immune system. The product was sold nationwide, including in Washington and Oregon. The affected packs have a best by date of July 17th, 2026. Customers should throw it away or return it for a refund.
Still to come on Sunrise, the Department of Justice sending out a new list of names of high-profile figures who appear in the Epstein files. More on that and other national headlines when Sunrise continues right after this.
I'm David Mulco, the evening anchor at KGW. Though when I'm not working, I like to spend as much time as possible out here in nature. So I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. You see, what happens here affects us all, and that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it doesn't sit still, it moves. It moves you to act, to vote, to volunteer, to talk about it, to speak up, or to lend a hand. It moves your mind by challenging assumptions and offering new perspectives. It moves you forward by giving you the information to make decisions and thrive where you live. And yes, it moves your heart through the kind of human storytelling that stays with you wherever you are. And at KGW, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Portland.
We are now 3 weeks into the search for Nancy Guthrie, the 84-year-old mother of today's show host, Savannah Guthrie.
She's been missing since the early morning hours of February 1st. NBC's Jennifer Bjorklund has the latest from Tucson.
It is never too late to do the right thing. And we are here. We believe. And we believe in the essential goodness of every human being.
A new plea from a daughter who misses her mom so much. Watching this story from the inside as investigators do their work. They're leaving no stones unturned and testing dozens of bits of potential evidence. This neighborhood fanning out for several miles from 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie's house is still a potential crime scene. The mystery around Guthrie's disappearance leaving neighbors on edge.
We're scared because it's what we do. It's the fear of the unknown.
Their weekend started with deputies blocking the road leading to a home believed to be connected to the investigation. SWAT trucks, several other undercover vehicles seen going into the area. One person questioned and released. Another person detained and a car towed at a fast food restaurant, but still no arrests. The sheriff's office says DNA from someone other than Guthrie or those close to her was collected from her property, and they're working to identify who the DNA belongs to, hoping to match it to a glove that was found 2 miles away, which is visually similar to the one worn by the subject seen on the camera at her front door. Law enforcement and Guthrie's church community coming together to appeal for her safe return home.
Lord, you're with Nancy, even now. We pray for her. Oh, Lord God, let your peace wash over Nancy's family. Give them rest as they wait.
The family last posting a week ago that they will never give up on her. Jennifer Bjorklund, NBC News, Tucson, Arizona.
The Justice Department has sent Congress a list of high-profile public officials found in files from the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. They include prominent figures such as former presidents, business leaders, and other public officials. Republican Congresswoman Nancy Mace criticized the release, saying that there are still names missing.
Meanwhile, President Trump says a newly formed Board of Peace will announce a multi-billion-dollar aid and rebuilding plan for Gaza. The group will hold its first meeting in Washington on Thursday. Trump says member countries have pledged more than $5 billion to support security and humanitarian efforts.
Over the weekend, people here in Portland were celebrating Valentine's Day by rolling up their sleeves and donating blood.
That's because even though it was Valentine's Day, it was also National Blood Donor Day. The Red Cross says this year they are dealing with a critical shortage. They say they really need A negative, B negative, and type O blood, which is most often used in surgeries.
We started this year in a severe blood shortage, 35% reduction in what we need to have. And that was just exacerbated by the winter storms that we've had back east.
Every year, 155,000 units of blood are collected in the Cascades region. Red Cross staff says once blood is collected for local banks, it's then sent to areas that need it most.
Coming up at 8, KGW Sunrise continues live on KGW Plus with Washington County cracking down on illegal food stands, and operating one could now mean jail time.
Complaints have skyrocketed, and legitimate food truck owners say it's hurting their business. Why officials say this new law has teeth. That's coming up next.
I'm Matthew Herchick, new morning anchor at KGW. I'm a huge sports fan.